Welcome to the Adidas Group Conference Center.
What we need to do is get it started, then push to accelerate change.
This is something that really makes an impact in the sports industry and disrupts everything.
How can we actually enable circularity?
If you refer to what you know, you limit yourself from exploring the unknown.
This can be the future of our brand.
It's a flag that says that's where we're going and it's possible.
For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record.
So over this past week, we have heard probably one of the biggest game changers the sneaker industry has ever known. Probably the biggest news in the history of the world when it comes to sneakers. And that is that Adidas have come up with something of the biggest shift in sneaker production ever, literally ever, with the brand new Futurecraft LOOP. I'm sure you've heard a little bit about it, but if you don't, I'm going to give you all the information that you need to understand a little bit more about what Adidas has been up to over the last few years. And what they've managed to do is just insane. So Adidas as a brand has always been at the forefront of new and exciting ideas when it comes to sneaker tech. Now, I remember back in 2012 when they brought out their first primeknit shoe, and I picked up one of those primeknit shoes, which was the adizero, which was pretty amazing. It was an adizero sole and it had a primeknit upper, and I missed out on the London 2012 pairs in the bright red, and I absolutely loved that shoe. But I managed to pick this one up for a steal, and I love it, and I keep it in my collection all the time. It's just ridiculously light. It has literally no weight, and it was one of the first primeknit shoes that Adidas brought to the market, and it blew my mind. Now, they didn't stop there in the last decade. They carried that incredible ethos of pushing the boundaries even further. And they did bring Boost to us all. Now, yes, it may not be their particular technology, but they did take a punt in the dark at using Boost, the BASF form of cushioning, those small pellets, all pushed together to create this amazing, cushiony, soft midsole that has just taken the sneaker industry by storm. And obviously the iconic Ultraboost was something that everyone at the time wanted to get their hands on, selling out absolutely everywhere, not just for running, but for kind of casual wear as well. It changed the landscape of sneakers, and with the primeknit upper and the Boost sole, we had another major icon on our hands. Then they didn't really stop, where they brought in the AM series and the Futurecraft models of sneakers, and they were fantastic shoes with the fuse overlays on the outside of the primeknit, bringing potential fast production to the market. Customizable production to the market was what they were ultimately aiming to do as we move forward. And then they brought in 4D. Initially, they did try 3D printing with the 3D runner, but it was a bit fragile. So with a little bit more research and development, and with the help of the company Carbon, they managed to bring out the 4D runner, and beyond that, with this, the Alpha Edge 1.0, with this amazing 4D yet 3D printed in a different way midsole. It was simply a revolution that is still rolling forward as we speak. Prices are slowly getting lower. Hopefully 4D will become more affordable. But in the meantime, Adidas hasn't stopped. The news of Futurecraft LOOP has been literally sort of dropped out of the blue. I don't think many people expected that Adidas would come up with a brand new concept of a 100% recyclable sneaker. That is a game changer, because if you didn't think about it, millions of sneakers are made every year by all of the brands across the globe. Millions of sneakers are made and millions of sneakers are worn, but millions of sneakers are also thrown into landfill. They don't decompose for a long time. So Adidas decided a long time ago, back in the mid-90s, that they wanted to do this concept, but they didn't have any of the materials available to really pull it off until now, where they've made a totally recyclable one-piece upper, with that upper fused to the midsole, and this shoe is able to be basically fully recycled. The shoe's supposed to be releasing at some point in 2021. A very small limited run release may happen in 2020, but with that wider release aimed to be at 2021, expect Adidas to have a plan as to what's going to happen with the shoes. Because the potential is that you buy a shoe, you wear a shoe, you destroy that shoe, you send it back, they send you a new one. And it's been all recycled from a previous loop. And that is it. If you think about it, it's a sneaker circle. Adidas have made a shoe where it can be just worn and worn and worn, and not just thrown in landfill, which is pretty amazing, and ethically it's just stellar. What a fantastic idea, and I really genuinely cannot wait to get my hands on a pair of the Futurecraft Loop. If you want to see a little bit more info on the Futurecraft Loop, you can go to the Sole Supplier's YouTube channel and check out George from the Sole Supplier, who did go out to an NYC event for the launch of the Futurecraft Loop, and he managed to get himself a pair of them, which I am a little bit jealous of. But I will get my hands on a pair at some point very soon, and as soon as I do, you guys will be the first to know about it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's just pure excitement from me. I cannot wait to see this shoe. I can't wait to see how Adidas are going to manage its kind of like turnaround for the consumer, whether it be a membership, whether it be you get a discount on the next pair that you have if you were to trade in your old pair. We aren't going to know anytime soon just yet, but as soon as we do, it will be everywhere, because this shoe is a game changer, and it is something that is going to shake the market up across all brands in the future. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to know when new videos drop, hit the bell and you'll get notifications, and I will catch you for another Tide Kicks video very soon.